managing my Forex trading from my phone. Running out of time today, I still had 4 trades open. I decided to leave them running and manage them from my phone. So in this short video I'll show you how I did that and how the trades turned out. If you'd like to find out more about the way that we trade at the Price Action Traders Institute, check out the description box below this video and you'll find all the links that you need there. Okay, let's get straight over to the charts. Just preparing and setting everything up ready for the live London trade planning session with the Price Action Traders Institute members. Thought I'd take a couple of trades on some of these moves that I've seen taking place overnight throughout the Asian session. So you can see Euro US dollar, took this at 99 as price pushed up through one of our entry points, and now looking for this to move down towards this 80 level down here where I've got my take profit. And the second trade that I'm in is the US dollar Canadian dollar. Got in this one at 61 again as price pulled back into one of our entry points and taken this long. Have my take profit up at the 80 level. So go for first levels at the moment on these, and just to see how these play out. So that's it really, just those 2 trades. Seen some moves overnight, and there's been some reasonable price action starting to kick in again over the last week or so. So hopefully that will continue. We'll see some follow through and we can take some profit from the markets. Okay, I'll need to close down just to finish preparing for the live webinar. If you'd like to find out more about those webinars and if you'd like to join us, you'll find some links in the description below and all the information you need there. Okay, I'll pause the video for now. I'll be back after I've finished the webinar and let you know how these trades are going. Okay, back again. Time is 17 minutes past 8. Finished the London trade planning webinar with the members, and now just going to give you a recap on these trades that I'm holding. Euro US dollar, seen this starting to move down nicely into profit. Now we're seeing a bit of a pullback. I also took a trade on the US dollar Japanese yen just before I started the webinar. And you can see that's just moved nicely into profit, and now that's starting to pull back a little bit. It's the Japanese yen, seem to be seeing some kind of strength kicking in on the Japanese yen at the moment. It's pulling that down. And the US dollar Canadian dollar, it's the third trade that I'm in, another one that I took early, way back here. And you can see that's showing a little bit of profit on this US dollar strength that we've been seeing pushing through this morning. So that's it, just those 3 trades. Not a great deal happening at the moment, apart from the pound that is playing its usual games and whipsawing about all over the place. Messy price action on that again. So that's it, I'll pause for now and I'll be back soon with an update for you, let you know how these trades play out. Okay, quick update, in on a couple more trades. Australian dollar, US dollar, saw it come through an entry point, taking this at 77, looking for further downside movement, and I've got my take profit set in at 20 pips, 2 to 1 risk to reward. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, taking this, seeing a bit of a suck back, took this at 64. Just need to see what this candle does on closing to decide whether I'm going to stick with it or not. Okay, I'll pause the video for now and I'll be back with an update for you soon. Back again, and the time is 9:05 here in London. Quick recap on where I'm at the moment. The Australian dollar US dollar trade that I took didn't move out of an area that I needed it, so I had to punch out of that. Losing 2 pips, and the Australian dollar Japanese yen, a couple of candles back, I punched out of this, losing 5 pips. Again, price didn't move out of an area that I needed it to. And sticking with our criteria, we just punch out for a very small loss. So I'm currently down 7 pips. Messy price action here, not really decisive and starting to push down like I was hoping it would, but still in this one, showing a little bit of profit. The US dollar Japanese yen, you can see price sucked back a little bit here, starting to move up slightly now towards where I actually got in on this, still in the red, but not showing a great deal of movement. In fact, across the board, the only thing that's doing any good at the moment is the pound pairs. They're dropping, and no entries for me on either of those. So US dollar Japanese yen, still in the red, looking for that price to push back through that entry point that I've got in at and up towards that 50 level. US dollar Canadian dollar, bit of sideways action here, still slightly in profit, but nothing spectacular. And that's it really. That's pretty much the overall picture this morning. Not a great deal of movement happening across the board. So that's it. I'll pause the video for now and I'll be back in a little while to give you an update. I haven't got much time left, so I might have to finish these trades, managing these trades on my phone. Ideally, I don't really like doing that. I'd rather be out and flat the market before I go out, but If it means holding on to these trades and managing them from the phone, I'll do that. Okay, I'll pause for now and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, back with an update. Just before I dash out, I've run out of time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these trades running that I've got open right now. I'll quickly flick through these just to show you where I am, and I'll be managing these from my phone. I won't be taking any more trades. I'll just be managing these. If they move into profit, locking in break even at a certain point, and seeing if they push down towards where my take profits are. So Euro, US dollar. See, that's pulling back into the red at the moment, but no real change on this. The price read is still the same, and just hanging on to that and seeing what gives on it. Pound US dollar. Took a trade on this a little while ago as it came through an entry point. Looking at a further downside movement. All of these trades are pretty much 2-to-1 risk to reward now, where I've got my take profits on these. US dollar, Japanese yen, still showing a small amount of profit, nothing spectacular at the moment. And US dollar, Canadian dollar, that's pulled back and it's in the red right now. So that's it. Just those 4 trades I'm holding. Like I say, I'll manage them from my phone. And when I get back a little later, I'll finish this video off and show you exactly how things turned out and how I managed these trades. Okay, back soon with an update for you. So back to summarise what exactly happened this morning. As you all know, I ran out of time and had to get out of here fairly quick. Just before that, this is the position I was in. The Australian dollar, US dollar, I punched out of that for -2 pips. Previous to that, I'd punched out of the Australian dollar, Japanese yen for 5 pips. So I was down 7 pips. And I was holding the US dollar, Canadian dollar, Euro, US dollar, and the US dollar, Japanese yen. This is my Twitter feed, by the way. Soon after I posted that tweet, I took a trade on the pound US dollar. And you can see there where the entry point was. Just as price pulled up here, I took this short and set my take profit down here at the 20 level. So I was now holding 4 trades. So this tweet here I put out around about 9:30, maybe just after 9:30. Just saying that I was out of time and that the 4 trades that I had open, I'd be managing them from my phone. So those trades that I left running, the US dollar, Canadian dollar, you can see price moved up a little bit, pulled back and just touched my stop loss there. So I lost me 10 pips on that. So at this point here I was down 17 pips. Euro, US dollar, took this trade up here, that was at 99. You can see price pulled down nicely on this, giving me 16 pips on the Euro, US dollar. Pound US dollar, took this at 44, set my take profit at 20 pips. Giving me a 2-to-1 risk to reward. And you can see price pulled down and hit that take profit, giving me 20 pips. And the last trade was the US dollar, Japanese yen. You can see this was pushing up. And what happened at this point, I looked at my phone, checked and saw that I was in profit. And that the other two, the Euro US dollar and the pound US dollar, had hit the take profits. And so with this US dollar, Japanese yen, I just decided to punch out of this, and that gave me another 12 pips. So I round up with today's trading. Australian dollar, Japanese yen -5, Australian dollar, US dollar -2, US dollar, Canadian dollar, hit my stop for 10 pips on that, and the winners was the Euro, US dollar +16, US dollar, Japanese yen +12, and the pound US dollar +20, giving me a total of 31 pips, and that equates to 1.39% profit on my capital. Okay, that's it. I'll close down now. If you'd like to hit subscribe, you'll get the heads up as and when I post new videos. Thanks very much for watching.